Hi everybody, I'm Sandy. Welcome to Virtual STEM Club Wigglebots. Today we're going to take a motor, a battery pack, and some other parts, and we're going to build a robot that draws on paper. You should have already received your Take and Make bag by registering at the youth department desk in the library. Now we're going to go over the contents of the bag. Inside your Take and Make bag, there should be one clear plastic cup, 3 markers, a roll of tape, 1 clothespin, 1 popsicle stick, a set of sticky eyes, 2 AAA batteries, a motor, the battery holder, and miscellaneous paper. Starting with step 1, we're going to decorate our cup. So for that, we're going to need our cup, our markers, and our eyeball stickers. So you will take the cup, and if you want to use your eyeballs, you pick some out, put them on the cup, and then take the markers and decorate however you choose. If you want to put polka dots on there, or squiggles, or a face, whatever you choose to do. You could also, if you want to do so, you could take some of your tape and decorate. So once that's done, then we will move on to step 2. Once all your decorations are dry, we're going to move on to step 2. And for step 2, you're going to need your markers, the cup, and your roll of tape. So you'll take your cup, set a marker down, find a spot. We're going to put all 3 markers on the inside of the cup, so you kind of try to space them a little bit evenly. And then we'll just take the tape and stick the marker on the inside of the cup. And you'll probably have to use 2 or 3 pieces of tape to get the marker to stay. We want to get them as stable as we can right now, so once the robot starts to move, we don't have a malfunction. So continue to do that until you have all 3 markers attached to the cup. It may take several pieces of tape to adhere your marker to your cup. If you have to crisscross them, that's fine. I would try to leave just a little bit of the white part below the bottom of the cup. I think it's going to be more stable if you do it that way. But crisscross your tape. If you have to wrap it around the outside of the cup to make it stay, that's okay too. And if we have to make adjustments when we're doing our experiment, we can do that too. We're going to take the motor and the battery pack, and we're going to insert 1 wire into each of the little copper colored holes on the back side of the motor. Alright, so we're going to take 1 wire and stick it into the first side and bend it over just so it'll stay, and then take the other wire and stick it through the other little hole and bend that little piece of wire that's sticking out. Just kind of bend that over, and there we've got the battery pack attached to the motor. And here's a really close look at what the wires look attached to the motor. We just bent them back a little bit, and that should complete this step. For our next step, we're going to need our plastic cup with the markers attached, 3 strips of washi tape, and you want to tear them about as long as your cup. You're going to need, of course, your tape, the batteries, and the battery pack attached to the motor. Okay, we're going to take and lay the washi tape across the battery pack, kind of separating it out just a little bit as best you can, because it might stick to your fingers. And then take one of the batteries, put it in the battery pack to keep the washi tape weighted down. And then we're going to take the battery pack and lay it across your cup, slightly off center, and adhere the tape down onto the cup, like this. And then, once that's done, we'll move on to the next step. For this next step, we're going to attach our motor to the cup. So you're going to need your cup, some washi tape, and you can take your washi tape and break off a few pieces before you try to attach your motor. So you want to take your motor and lift it up onto your cup and set it with the pointy thing going up, and set it as close to the edge as you possibly can. And then take your washi tape and lay it across the motor and down the side of the cup. And if the washi tape fights you and you need an extra set of hands, ask your mom or somebody to help you. And use as many strips of washi as you need so that you feel the motor is attached securely. And just keep continuing to attach it. If you go across your battery pack, that's fine. And you can even take a long strip and go down the side of the cup if you need to. Whatever you need to do, just so that you're happy with the way it's sitting on the cup. See, we can even take this long one and go down the side like this. And just try to make sure that your motor stays upright while you're attaching your tape. And then once you're done doing that, we should be able to move on to the next step. For our next step, we're going to attach the popsicle stick to the clothespin. So we'll need the popsicle stick, the clothespin, and some washi tape. So you'll take your clothespin and on the end that opens, and take the popsicle stick and make sure the ends line up. And then we'll take the washi tape and run it around however you can best get it attached. Just wrap that around a few times until you feel like it's pretty secure. And then take another piece of washi tape and make sure that's kind of even with the clothespin on the other end and wrap it around that way. Just keep wrapping until you run out of washi tape. And then we'll be good to go. And that's what it looks like. And now it's time to see if our experiment is working and if we can get this Wigglebot to wiggle. For this, you're going to need your completed cup, your other battery, and your clothespin that we just taped the washi to. And first thing we want to do is take the caps off of our markers. And just make sure when you're doing that, you kind of hold the markers to the cup so that you're not pulling your tape away from the cup, because you really want your markers to be secure for this step. So then once you get that done, set your cup on your paper, put your extra battery in the battery holder, and your motor should start going. Once your motor's going, you'll take your clothespin and there's a little hole right here and you want that to go onto the little end of the motor. So we're going to set that on there like that and see if our Wigglebot starts wiggling. And he's wiggling a little bit, but I wonder if there's anything else we can do to make him wiggle some more. The one thing you can try is taking your clothespin off and turning it upside down to see what happens. And there we have it. He is wiggling. Yay! Oops. And if he tips over, just straighten your legs, put your clothespin back on, and keep him going. So to see what else we can get our Wigglebot to do, we've taken and used some washi and added a penny and a paper clip to our clothespin and popsicle stick. And if you can find any light household item, you can try this at home. And you want to make sure to tape it to the popsicle side of your clothespin contraption. So anything you can find, a paper clip, a penny, a small washer, anything like that, give it a try. All right, let's see what our Wigglebot will do with the additions to our clothespin. So we'll put the battery back in, get the motor going, and set it on there. And see if he'll wiggle. And there he goes wiggling again. Yay! Now, if it should happen that you put your clothespin on and he doesn't wiggle, you can take it off and flip it upside down and see what happens then. See, like in this case, he doesn't wiggle with it that way. So take it off, put it back on, and create some art. We'd love to see what you do. We'd love to hear how your adventure with the Wigglebots went today. You can email us at the address on the screen. Thanks for joining us for Wigglebots today. I hope you had a good time. Join us in December when we get together for virtual STEM again. Bye.